Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome to today's video. We're finally going to be digging into an eyeshadow palette I have been so excited to try for so long. I have never tried anything from Beauty Bakerie before, so I'm super pumped to dig into Proof is in the Puddin'. I got this in my FabFitFun box. I did open it and look at it when we received it, but I have yet to actually even swatch it or anything. So today we're going to be showing you swatches, and we're going to do an eye look. I'm also really curious if it smells like anything. Oh, I think I actually did swatch one of almond jelly. But anyways, I don't know why, I just feel like Beauty Bakerie would smell good, but this doesn't smell like anything. That's kind of a little disappointing. I wish they would do that, just a little extra touch, just kind of make it smell like, I don't know, something from a bakery. Just a thought. But it is really beautiful. Here are all the shades. This is the one I tested when I opened my FabFitFun. So we're gonna do a look exclusively using this palette, and of course we're gonna do swatches and such too. It's early. Where's my coffee? I need more coffee. What I was saying is we were going to do swatches and an eye look. So let's just get into it. I don't have any foundation on because I really want to do something fun and try to use a lot of these shades. So we're going to prime first and foremost and then dig into it. The only primer I have on hand right now, I've ran out of everything else, is the Morphe primer. So we're going to use this for my eyes. I actually prefer the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion primer, but we ran out of that one. So this is what we're going to use. You'll have to bear with me. It's early in the morning. I'm so tired. So if I look a little droopier than normal, that's why. I don't usually film this early in the morning. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better for a close-up view, just so you guys can see everything a little bit better. So I'm gonna grab a clean Morphe brush. We're gonna go in with Rice Pudding, and we're gonna put that just all over the lid. It's just a super easy base color. So I think, oh, it doesn't have a mirror. Oh, dang it. I just realized it doesn't have one. That's okay. Let me just grab a different palette. I'll just use my contour palette instead. So we're gonna place that all over the lid just to set the primer. Ooh, that's very light. I really like that shade. I would do this probably on an everyday. Seriously, you guys, I often will just do like a basic shadow like this. It just kind of covers up all the veins and everything, all the imperfections on my eyelids, and then I'll just do like either a smudge black eyeliner or a liquid eyeliner and like foundation, and that's usually what I'll do for the day, especially if I'm in a hurry. That's like my go-to look. Okay, we're done with this one for now, so I'm gonna set that brush aside. We might use it again later, but I'm gonna grab a crease brush from Moda Pro brushes, and we're going to take Nana Pudding. That's like the next lightest shade in this palette, and we're going to put that in the crease. That's like way lighter than I thought. You can hardly even see. I don't know if you guys can even see the difference. This is like just a little bit yellowy almost. Wow, that is way more yellow than I thought it was going to be. Wow, you can hardly even see that shade. Can you guys even see that shade? I mean, okay, this is like just a little bit more yellow. Interesting. I definitely thought that was going to be more of like a beige. They're definitely blending very easily though. Yeah, just looking at this color in the pan, it definitely looks like it's going to be more of like a light brown, almost like a brown gray. But when you swatch it, it actually has super yellowy, like tan pigmentation to it, which is why it's transferring like that on the eye. All right, I think we'll have to move in with a different color because that is just not really showing up, but that's okay. We'll build up, we'll add bread pudding. I'm just gonna take the same brush for bread pudding. So we're gonna tap this on and just kind of work it in. Wow, that is way more orangey toned than I thought. These shades look so different on the eye than when you swatch them. They're beautiful, but just is not what I was picturing. I am building it out. The best thing about doing your eyes before you do the rest of your face is you can just really work with the color and just build it all the way out, and then just use a makeup wipe to kind of clean up the edges and make it how you really want it, instead of having to be more cautious when you have your foundation done. Either way works, whatever is the best for you. I often will do eyeshadow after I do foundation too, it just kind of depends. This shade is gorgeous, actually. I really love it, even though it's not like a brown that I was picturing. It's definitely more of like a golden brown, for sure, warm undertones. I thought it would be more cool undertones for some reason, but it's definitely not transferring that way. I am building it up a lot too, by the way. Just kind of going in with a little bit at a time and really working in that color. I'm gonna work it up a little bit more towards my eyebrow. I do have very hooded eyes, and so I have to work it up more so that way it can actually be shown when I look straight on. These blend gorgeously though. Absolutely gorgeous. You do have to build it up quite a bit though, I'm realizing, to get like the depth that you really want, because that's like the 4th or 5th time I've applied. Okay, let's just go ahead and move on with a different color. I'm gonna set this aside again for now, and I think I'm gonna take my Scott Barnes crease brush. Now Mango Pudding, I can see already that it's a very, very warm tone. You can see that is just a super pretty, more of an orange for sure, for sure. This whole palette seems to be a lot more warm tone. I'm gonna just deepen the crease with that and just, I guess, make it more orangey. I wasn't expecting to go this tone today. I definitely thought it would be more neutral, cool toned browns, but I still like it. I am definitely taking my time with it more. I think you could just grab the product and go in, but these shades build really easy, so I think it would be better just to take your time and build up the color instead of just going like wham bam. Okay, so I want to work that corner a little bit too. Just kind of stretch it out there. Again, like, I'm not worrying about making it go out too far, because this is definitely way too far, but we're going to remove a lot of that color in a little while anyways. Yeah, I definitely would have preferred at least one like dark brown, just to kind of work it a little bit in a different way, because these are all just so warm. I almost probably would have removed one of the metallics and just put another like cool toned brown shade in there instead of having all those different shades of metallics, because you can't really utilize those as much as mattes, I feel like. Okay, we're gonna move on and let's work a little bit of the outer corner magic. My favorite brush for the outer corner is one I actually picked up from Morphe. This is their M507. If I could go get like 10 more of these, I absolutely would. This has been the best brush for blending out the outer corner and really manipulating. It's a very similar shape to the Scott Barnes. They're just like almost identical, except for this one is obviously quite a bit smaller. So I wish I had so many more of this so I don't have to rewash this one all the time. Although we did also get a color switch in our FabFitFun, so this is super handy for cleaning brushes like this one, especially where I only have one. So let's go into Warm Cocoa. That is the darkest shade in this entire palette, which funny enough is actually not even all that dark, but I really think we'll be able to just build up this color like we've been doing the others. I do think that they have really beautiful shades. However, I feel like they could be just a little bit darker in the pigmentation and kind of be more true to the color that it shows in the pan, instead of it being so much lighter and just having to build it up. I think I want to do a halo look, so we're going to build this color not only in the outer corner, but we're going to do some in the inner corner as well. Ooh, this one does have a little bit of fallout too. There's a lot dropping down. The other ones didn't have any fallout basically at all. I did have to tap off the brush, but this one is definitely dropping under the under eye, which is fine because we're just going to use a makeup wipe after this. These again though, they're blending really beautifully. Zero problems with blendability. This looks so good. Oh my gosh, I really just don't care. I just like to get messy. I'm going to take a little bit of the crease brush one more time. This is the one we used, the shade Bread Pudding, and I am going to dip into Bread Pudding once more, just very lightly, and just work that crease one more time, just kind of blend those together. Let's go ahead and do one of the glitters. I do think I want to do Almond Jelly right in the center of the lid, just on my finger. So I'm going to just rub that in there. This one is a really beautiful metallic, kind of a caramely undertone. These are so buttery. I didn't give quite enough of the pop that I wanted, so I think I'm going to take maybe Chia Pudding and put that right on top of it. Oh yeah, that gives a nice little pop. To make that look a little bit more blended and smooth, I'm going to take a little bit of Warm Cocoa again on my brush and just kind of blend out those edges really carefully. I think I like that a little bit more. It's really not giving me the biggest pop that I was hoping it would give me, but it's still really pretty. So I'm going to just do the other eye and then we're going to get rid of this mess. All right, so I'm going to go do the rest of my face off camera and then we will come back so we can do our lower lashes and the inner corner. We're back. I did already do my lips. I did everything except for my eyebrows because I'm testing out a different, really unique product. So you'll see a video coming up on that soon. So ignore the fact that my brows are not done, but let's dig back into Proof is in the Pudding. I actually really love how the color turned out on the top. I do feel like they can be a little bit more like vibrant. Like the shimmers are really beautiful, the metallics, but I wish that there was just a little bit more to them. I don't know what's missing exactly, but I just wasn't super ecstatic about it. Let's take Bread Pudding on this brush and work that on the lower lash line. Okay, then we're gonna go just a little bit bold and I'm gonna take a smidge of Warm Cocoa and we're going to place that also on the lower lash line. Perfect. Then, taking a smudge brush, also from Modapro. I love these brushes. I got these in a BoxyCharm, I think it was, and they are so fantastic. So I'm gonna take this and just smudge it out, blend it out. Now time for the inner corner. First, get out any eye boogers. I always tend to get eye boogers right when I'm gonna do the inner corner. Take a pencil brush and we're going to take Butterscotch. This is another one of their metallic shades and that's going to be placed right in the inner corner. It's really beautiful actually. It's almost like a plush pink. Ooh, I love this shade. This is super pretty, you guys. I really love it. All right, at this point I also would use this shade to highlight the brow bone, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I still have to do my brows with my secret product. So when I do the look at the end, you'll see everything all finished with mascara, liner, and the brows will be highlighted. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my eyes really quick as far as liner, mascara, all the things I just mentioned, and then we will touch back and do our final review on the palette and see if it's worth it or not. Okay, let's just start with the palette overall. I feel like there's something missing. I feel like a more cool toned brown would be a nice complementary color to this just to give a little bit of a difference. It is a very warm toned look and I feel like that is basically all you can do with it. I don't feel like there's a huge variety, which I think is kind of disappointing. The shades themselves blend so good. It has amazing blendability. The coloring is gorgeous. I feel like it could have been a little bit more true to color that is in the pan. I feel like it could have a little bit more pigmentation than what you pick up on the brush. Yeah, I feel like the swatches just were a little bit dull in comparison to what you see here. The metallic shades, however, were very beautiful and of course buttery. All the shades just are wonderful as far as like their consistency. A mirror, I feel like it's super lacking a mirror. The makeup world is just so competitive. It's really challenging. When you put out a product, it can just be an amazing one, but at the same time, there's a lot of really amazing ones. This in comparison to maybe like the Tati Beauty palette just doesn't hold up in comparison as far as like the pigmentation and everything like that. However, I am really happy to have it. I love Rice Pudding for just an overall neutral day. All of these shimmers are gorgeous. Like that is so pretty. I love that for highlighting the brow in the inner corner. Almond Jelly also has a really pretty reflective tone. Is it worth it to go and pay full price for this? No, I don't think that it is. I wouldn't. However, it is an awesome palette. I just feel like there are better things out there. Anyways, I think that was as good of a summary as I was gonna get on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a little bit from it and enjoyed the look. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. Join our YouTube family. I would love to have you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Mwah.